So this brick building that's behind me right now, been dreaming of buying this place for a long time. Uh, I guess since like 2015. That's when we started talking to the city about building a skate park at this vacant area underneath Interstate 110, which is right across the street from the old grocery store building and cottage and empty lot. Grew up driving past it. My family goes to church right over there on the other side of the skate park, and just thought it would be a really amazing building to fix up and just kind of bring back to life. I got to know the seller a bit, and at one point, he agreed to sell me part of it, sell me like half the property. So just this building here, um, but not the cottage and the additional lot. So like we came to terms, thought we had a deal, but then there were some complications with the city about splitting the property up. So the deal died. So I finally started to make peace with the idea that purchasing this place probably just wasn't in the cards for me. And then randomly in 2022, it came on the market. I really wasn't in a position to make a move. We had our first son, Forrest, earlier in the year. Things were kind of crazy. We knew that we had another baby coming. And so I just figured owning this building wasn't in the cards. I'm a realtor, and I showed the space to a few different clients, one of which was a good friend of mine, and we ended up writing an offer for him, got the place under contract, got into the due diligence period, and just decided he was going to have to back out of the contract. So when we wrote the contract, I'd made it assignable to be able to assign the contract if need be. So I thought long and hard about it, and kind of took a leap of faith, went and set up an LLC, found some investors, and ended up closing on time, November 2022, and we purchased the place. And it was cool timing because that was right about the time that the skate park construction was just getting started. So we'd been working hard on that for the previous like 7-8 years. So for these to come together at the same time was just really cool. So our first project was just to get this stuff out. This building, now that was the old grocery store, it had stuff pretty much like all the way through to the ceiling. There was a fire in here in 2019. So a lot of the stuff was burnt up. There was a hole in the ceiling, so if it wasn't burnt, it was wet. Some of the stuff was burnt and wet. So we ended up emptying, I think, 8 40-yard dumpsters of stuff between this building, the cottage, and the detached garage. During that time, we started working on design with a friend of mine, JJ Zielinski, who's a talented architect. We got the yard cleaned up. We had some code enforcement violations that we had to take care of, and so we got that figured out. We went through the architectural review board, hired a contractor, went through the permitting process, and finally recently just closed on our construction loan. So we're really psyched just to be getting started over here. We've had some crews over here working the past couple weeks, and I've been coming by pretty regularly just to check on the progress. I'm considering attempting to start making some videos just to kind of document the process, talk about our vision for the spaces, maybe a little bit about the history of the building, and generally just kind of document the journey, and in hopes that maybe some of you guys would share your ideas, give your input, get involved, and yeah, should be interesting. Anyways, if you made it this long in the video, appreciate y'all, and see you in 2024.